Hey everyone, as the title says, we're going to address how to deal with self-entitled fans, and I will share my own experiences with self-entitled fans during the time when Google Plus was a thing. I do not have screenshots to prove my statements, so take what I say face value and with a grain of salt. With that being said, let's begin. To start with, there are cases where we deal with those who claim to be fans of content creators. They automatically assume they are entitled to the time and attention of said content creators. A perfect example is where at the time Google Plus was a thing and where I was part of the emergency community at the time. I encountered an individual who claimed he liked my old projects I did, like my music videos and anything Adventure Team based. He messaged me at random stating that he loves my content and loves my music videos and my old project and wanted to talk to me about a possible collab. Mind you all, I was at my first job at the time and still living with my folks, and I had a lot on my plate. And I was also going through with my issues with the Misfits at the time, as you all know very well. So I kindly told him I don't know what the future holds, but we will see, because I might not do any more Adventure Team based content. That was before I made my first vet video on Ralphie at this time. And this individual threw a huge temper tantrum and saying, and quote, "You cannot ignore me. I'm your fucking fan. I deserve your time and attention, so be a good little cunt and collab with me." This is not the correct way to respond to someone that you claim to idolize. Nobody is entitled to your attention, nor are they entitled to listen to you. If they say they are busy, they are busy. You cannot automatically assume that they need to stop what they're doing just to satisfy your needs. That is petty and disgusting in my opinion, which I responded with by blocking this dude, but he went as far as stalking me nonstop on Google Plus that during my formal circle of friends, that being Ralphie's circle of friends, decided to confront this clown, and afterwards nothing came of it of this individual. But this is a really perfect example of what not to do if you're a so-called fan of a content creator. You are not entitled to their attention. You are not entitled to automatically assume that, oh, you need to notice me. Oh, you need to stop what you're doing and do what I tell you. That is fucking inappropriate and unacceptable behavior, and that will automatically get you blocked and get you ignored. Another example is where I left the Adventure Team community. I received multiple comments and questions from my so-called fans on when the next part of the Rebel in Exile is going to be uploaded. Even though I made a post, aka a video, explaining why I left the community and the projects in relation to said community were cancelled. But there was this one individual who went above and beyond and harassed me non-stop on when the next part will be uploaded. He would message me on Google Plus non-stop to the point that I had to calmly state to him, "I'm no longer doing anything Adventure Team based related, so please stop asking me. I will not respond." He automatically kept on messaging me non-stop to the point that my phone kept on vibrating for up to an hour. And during my first job, my former boss at my first job made this one rule at the time that if we do not keep our phones quiet, we will be fired on the spot. I had to put it on silent because of this, and when I came home, I immediately left a long-ass statement how unacceptable it was that he wasn't taking my feelings into consideration, nor was he accepting the fact that I'm not doing anything that is cringe anymore, that despite the fact that I made a video explaining why I left the community, why I'm canceling the projects, and why I do not have the passion for it, he automatically decided to message me non-stop to the point that I almost lost my first job because of him. So I blocked him, and he threw a woe is me pity party on Google Plus. He wanted to be noticed by Ben Senpai, and he had the audacity to use Asperger's as a shield and shove it down my throat to make me the bad guy. But I did not budge, and just like the previous individual, he faded over time, and luckily that was that. This is completely unacceptable that these so-called entitled fans will even go as far as harassing people if they decide not to make the content that they like. Content creators are entitled to stop making content if they do not feel the passion of making it anymore. You cannot just harass them non-stop to the point that they do not feel comfortable being online just because you want said content to automatically continue. You need to respect content creators. If they say they do not have the passion to work on said project, you need to respect that. Do not automatically spam message them non-stop just to make them change their mind. that will also get you blocked and ignored. Another issue that I had with a so-called self-entitled fan was a former co-worker at my first job. This individual claimed that he was a fan of mine because he liked my content XYZ, I was a little flattered that someone in my hometown, let alone somewhere that I worked, automatically knew what I did online, which I was a little flattered, but it immediately backfired that he was stalking me non-stop, meaning that he was following me around at my workplace. He followed me when I was trying to grab a bite to eat. He even fucking followed me when I was going to my vape store to get some e-juice for my vaping equipment. And he later turned around and said to me, when I confronted him for him to leave me alone, he said, well, I'm sorry if I came across as a stalker, and I'm sorry that I came across as an harasser. If that was the case, then you need to stop fucking following me, you stupid fuck. Moral of the story, class: do not follow people that you idolize, especially when they're trying to decompress themselves, whether they are working, grabbing a bite to eat, going to the grocery store, or interacting with friends outside the internet, or just borderline just trying to have an actual life outside the internet. That is a definition of stalking and harassment behavior, and that could get you a restraining order if you continue to do that shit. And that right there is a perfect example of what not to do. Just like that you're not entitled to think that you can automatically say like, oh, I'm worthy of your time, I'm worthy of your attention just because I'm your fan. No, that does not give you that entitlement. And it also doesn't give you the entitlement to borderline harass somebody if they made it fucking clear that they cancel a project because they don't want to do it anymore because they left a toxic community for the right reasons. And the fact of the matter is that you are not entitled to keep on harassing them thinking that it will make them change their mind. I want to also point out something that has been explained a lot, and I'm just going to explain my experiences with people that are self-entitled that they had this mindset. At the time of Google+, somebody messaged me asking if they could do a collab of a music video, which when I asked them why do they want to collab with me, they said, well, I want to be popular like you, Ralphie, and the rest of the Adventure Team community. No, this is the wrong reason of making content. If you're doing content for the sake of popularity, you are doing it for the fucking wrong reasons. Look, there's nothing wrong with making content just for the sake of inspiration. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't automatically assume that that will give you a free pass to be buddy-buddy with somebody that you're a fan of. That will give genuine content creators a very bad vibe, and that really pisses me the fuck off. What really pissed me off is that people abuse Patreon or PayPal or GoFee as a means of like, oh, I get to be buddy-buddy with someone I idolize because I donated money to them. No, that is not what Patreon, Ko-fi, or PayPal is for. It's for financial support of said content creators so that way they could better their equipment to entertain you guys, or better yet to help with hefty bills that their current job paychecks cannot afford. This is what really pisses me the fuck off, that people have this delusion thinking that money will buy friendship. That is scummy behavior, and that is a really unhinged mindset to have. Money does not buy friendship, nor should it be. Friendships grow organically. It takes time, it takes patience, it takes dedication, depending on your boundaries. But despite said boundaries, I really advise against you trying to be friends with people you idolize on the internet because, frankly, we are strangers outside the internet. You do not know who the hell you're talking to or who the hell you're dealing with. Considering that myself and a few of my colleagues have dealt with predators like Dark Hero Brian, MLB Black Shadow, John Reese Sabursky, and Eva Gregory Hall, and dealing with degenerates online can really give you a big hint of how dangerous the internet can be. Not to mention the fact, I really advise that you do not provide your personal information to people online because that is extremely dangerous and careless. Look, I know that was a little off topic on the discussion of this video, but safety is a very heavy thing for you guys to really consider, especially when it comes to online safety. Moral of this video is simple. Following somebody online does not give you the privilege to be friends with somebody that you idolize. Being a content creator doesn't automatically give you that privilege as well. And financially supporting somebody does not automatically give you the privilege to be friends with somebody online as well. Because again, money does not buy friendship. That is very disgusting insane and scummy behavior to have that mindset. Money should not be able to buy you friendship. Again, friendships grow organically. It takes time, it takes patience and dedication, and you also need to learn to respect the boundaries and also respect social cues. If someone tells you no, you accept no as an answer and move on with your life. That doesn't automatically give you the assumption of you continuing to harass them non-stop just to get them to change their minds. Not to mention the fact, just because you follow somebody online doesn't give you the privilege to be self-entitled of making demands of the people you idolize to do whatever the hell you want to. This is not some cartoon anime bullshit. This is the real world. People are entitled to say no to things that they're not comfortable of doing, and also say no to doing things that they refuse to do so. It doesn't matter who you are and what you do, you are not the exception of the rule. And I want to say this again, just because you're a content creator, that doesn't mean that you can have this mindset of like, oh, I just want to be just like other content creators. No, if you're making content for the wrong reasons, you shouldn't be making content online. You need to do this the right way and properly. Now, there's nothing wrong with being inspired by content creators. There's nothing wrong with inspiration, as I stated earlier. However, you cannot have this mindset of like, oh, I want to be just like Golden Fox. I want to be just like the other analysis members or reviewers or any other content creators online like Markiplier or PewDiePie or even the Annoying Orange. Just don't do content for the wrong reasons. Do it for the right reasons. That's all I say. I hope this video is insightful and it gives you advice of what not to do online. And also, just because you follow somebody online, that doesn't give you the privilege to be friends with people that you idolize or you're a fan of online. I just hope that you all take this into consideration, and if you guys have your own experiences with self-entitled fans, feel free to leave them in the comments below this video. So with that, thank you guys for listening in, and I'm always grateful for you guys' support, and I appreciate you guys loving my content, and I will continue to entertain you guys in the future. With that being said, I'm Jedi Griffin Pictures, aka Ben Maza. Thank you for listening in, may the force be with you all, and don't take extremes, because you will regret it. And with that, take care.
There's no knob on this door. Let's look around and see if there's some... Oh, yeah! Sonic, I think if you dashed here, you'd be... What do you think that is, Sonic? Try grabbing it. I think you can move sideways here. a lever. Let's see what it... We should take this one nice and slow. Don't want to slip and...